Welcome to the family meeting. We're super happy that you're here. Can you tell?
No, these are 10 fingers.
Oh, I thought you were just doing jazz hands.
Yeah. Top 10.
He's doing this because it's the top 10 day. Like David Letterman's top 10 list.
Top 10.
We have top 10 lists for you that you're going to love today.
Top 10 ways to listen to this podcast.
Number 10, through Spotify. Number 9.
While taking a bubble bath and eating Cheetos.
I wouldn't put those two together.
Why? You drop a Cheeto in, it gets a little soggy, plus it turns the bubbles orange.
So like a bath bomb?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Don't knock it till you try it. All right, so today we are going to have a great family meeting as we just have fun together. Be thinking as you listen about what you would add to the top 10 list, and you can find these questions on Family Meeting Community, and you can go put your answers in too.
Or you can just put your answers in the comments right there.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Right there on YouTube.
Yeah.
What do you know?
No need to leave it. Just drop them right in the comments. We'll get a little top 10 of our own going right on YouTube.
You know what's hard for me? Technology.
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Trust me, I know.
Sorry, guys. Anyway, we're glad that you're here, and we hope that you enjoy this fabulous recording.
It's going to be a fun one. We've had some serious ones. This one's all about having fun.
Yep. Okay, let's do it, babe.
Gather round, everybody. It's time for a family meeting. The family meeting is a show that's all about family relationships.
I would never have married you if I watched you do that. Just want you to know. Like, it wouldn't have happened.
Too late now.
Yeah, too late.
In case you don't know, by episode 203, we're the Osterkamps. I'm Thomas, and this is my lovely, wearing a sweater in the middle of summer partner, Lysandra.
Hello, and welcome to our family. Welcome to episode 203 of the Family Meeting Podcast. On today's episode, we're going to have a little fun with all of you beautiful listeners. We're going to have some top 10 lists for marriage. This is going to be a lighthearted episode because we've had some pretty serious ones the last couple. We've got a serious one coming up next week.
Yeah.
So we wanted to just break and have some fun with you today.
Which is something we don't do in our marriage, so this will actually be kind of nice.
It'll be weird to have fun together, babe.
Yeah. But since we're talking about marriage, it reminds me of a milestone we just reached not that long ago. It has been a year since Happily Never After came out.
That year went crazy fast.
Yeah. So 1 year. And those of you that still haven't read the book, listen, you can get your autographed copy now. Or maybe you did get a copy, but it wasn't autographed. You can get an autographed copy. Go to familymeeting.org, hit that shop tab, and there you'll find autographed copies that you can purchase. Have my autograph on it. And someday that's going to be worth a lot of money. So it's worth the $15 investment.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing.
Wow.
Sorry, babe. All right, who remembers David Letterman's top 10 list on The Tonight Show? I grew up watching that. Did you ever watch David Letterman growing up?
I didn't really watch the show much. I would try to catch the top 10 because it was typically funny.
To me, the top 10 was like the best part of his show.
Yeah.
Because otherwise there was like musical guests and interviews and stuff like that. And as a kid, I didn't care about
Depending on who was on, I might try to catch that particular interview, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't just sit and watch the whole show.
Yeah, me neither, really. But I did love the top 10. And now, with technology that we have, we can Google like David Letterman's top 10 and we could literally just watch on YouTube.
Yeah. Just sit and watch the top 10 for 24 hours straight.
Yeah, and just laugh hysterically. So we thought it would be fun to do top 10 marriage lists on today's episode, just to have a little bit of fun with you guys. And what is so cool is I put all these questions out on the Family Meeting Community page, and the answers come from you, which was so fun. And the thing that's so great about when our listeners get involved is it takes it to the next level. It just makes everything better because you guys are the reason we're here. You guys are the fun. You bring the fun.
Yes.
You bring the relevance. You guys are it. You're what it's all about. And I love it.
And if you're not in the Facebook community group, you're missing out on the conversation.
Yeah, because it's so funny.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
And literally, it's not that you might miss something that you'll never get to experience again. You are missing something you never get to experience again.
Yeah.
And so let that FOMO grab a hold of you and jump into the Facebook community group.
Yeah, for real. Because I had some answers written down. Like, I was prepping for this episode and I had some points listed, for each list. But once I put it out to the family meeting community group, oh my goodness, like, it was so much funnier.
Yeah.
They nailed it. So you guys are going to enjoy these. So we are going to read to you some top 10 lists about marriage.
So I'm going to start things off with top 10 most annoying questions in marriage.
Oh, man.
Most annoying questions you can get asked. Mm-hmm. And so, number 10.
All right.
Top 10 most annoying questions in marriage. Number 10. What do you want to do?
Yeah.
Don't you hate that?
What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? I don't know.
Yeah. We could just do that forever.
Yeah.
But that's not really what we want to do.
No. Number 9. Do you really need more glitter?
Yeah, I would really love to know what the situation is that somebody's asking this question.
I know, right?
I'm guessing it's got to be somebody who crafts.
It's got to be.
And so their husband is asking that question or their wife's asking that question. But that seems really funny. Just like I would never.
I would not have come up with that.
I would never ask that question in my entire life. So
no, this
is not really a question unless you say it like this. I'm hungry.
But this is what this listener said was the most annoying thing, I think, to just hear in marriage. I'm hungry. Yeah,
not so much of a question, but I think what they said was it's an implied question.
Yeah.
Like, instead of asking, what are we having for dinner? Do you have any plans for dinner? It's I'm hungry.
Yeah, exactly. It's an implied question.
It's a passive aggressive way to say, make dinner now.
Yeah, exactly.
Or where's my dinner at?
Right. All right. Under the top 10 most annoying questions in marriage, number 7 is, are you going to pick that up?
Oh, you ask this a lot to me.
What's the answer always?
Yes. I'll get to it.
The answer is basically no.
I'll get to it when I get to it.
Yeah, right.
It's like my sandals by the door right now that you can see from here.
I already noticed them once this morning, and I decided not to say anything.
You didn't ask me.
I didn't ask you because I chose not to. I chose to let you have your sandals there. But man, it drives me crazy.
It's on the... so let me shoot this out to our listeners.
Here we go.
Let me shoot this out to our listeners. And I'll take a picture for the Facebook community group to see. So our back door is French doors, and we have a long carpet, not a long carpet, a rug.
It's a rug.
It's a rug. It's a pet peeve of her when I call it carpet.
Yeah, it's not a carpet, it's a rug. It's like a...
So we have a long rug that spans the doorway and comes out maybe 18 inches. And my sandals are off to the side, not even the door that we walk out. Off to the side, sitting on the carpet right by the door.
Listen to him trying to defend himself, and you still called it a carpet. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. So.
Okay. And here's the reason why you can't have your shoes there.
Why?
Because there are 6 of us in this house. Imagine if all 6 of us decided we wanted to leave our shoes right there. There would be 6 pairs of shoes, and it would fill the entire rug, and you would trip going in and out of the door.
But the thing is, first of all, there's not 6 there.
Right.
And second of all, I'm head of the household.
You think you're above the rules.
No, I make the rules.
I make the rules, whatever.
You do make the rules, but I'm breaking them.
Yeah, you are. All right, so
gonna pick that up.
So what are you asking everybody? Are you asking if they agree with me or with you?
Yes, like, is that a legit place to leave your sandals?
Oh, they agree with me.
As a Floridian, especially.
No, they agree with me.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I can sense it.
All right, number 6. Top 10 most annoying questions in marriage. Are your kids 18 yet? Yeah. Get them out of here, huh?
Right.
I mean, I assume that's what the question is for.
I think that's what it means. Number 5. Where is fill in the blank?
Oh,
so annoying.
You're annoyed by that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I ask that question all the time. I never know where any of my stuff is.
It's weird because
you've never mentioned that it was annoying to you though.
yeah, I've never really thought of it as annoying until they put it on this list.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so here's the deal is like, in a way, I like it when you ask me where things are because I like that I'm your helper. Like, I'm your person. I know that if you need something, I'm going to be the one who's going to help you find it.
You typically know where everything is.
Yes. And so I like that aspect of it, but it absolutely can be annoying.
So let me ask you this, because I don't even know what the answer is. About how many times a day do I ask you where something is around here?
Oh, my goodness. A lot.
Sometimes it's just regular stuff. Sometimes it's my own stuff. Sometimes it's medicine or it's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. You are so dependent on me. And sometimes it's just like, dude, you know where all of the medical stuff is. So you know where the Band-Aids are going to be. You know, you should know.
I honestly don't. And it changes. You can't pretend like some stuff hasn't changed since we got in the house.
Because like if we get a new piece of furniture or something, I'm going to reorganize or whatever. So that's true.
So like the other day, I was looking for emergency in the cabinet where it has been our entire married lives.
We've only lived here almost 3 years.
I know, but before that, it was in a cabinet also.
That's true.
And so I'm looking all over the place. And so I texted and found out it's actually in the coffee bar for some reason.
Well, listen, the coffee bar is new to the house. I got it at Christmas, and I reorganized and I made a basket in the coffee bar, in the cabinet of the coffee bar that's all like Band-Aids, ibuprofen, allergy pills, like stuff like that. So like convenience medicine on the lower level.
But here's the thing.
So emergency went in there.
She's like, Band-Aids, you should know where they are, and then puts Band-Aids in the coffee bar. How am I supposed to know they're there?
Where else on this level would you put medical supplies?
I would put them in a junk drawer like they're supposed to be.
You are such a hard man to please. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you were like, you know where the medical stuff is, and then you're like, Band-Aids are in the coffee bar. Like, what?
Stop.
What on ever? You associate everything that's needed with coffee. Like, coffee's a necessity. Oh, Band-Aids are.
It's everything that's going to help with headaches.
Yeah. Okay. Number 4, most annoying question. What have you been doing all day?
This sounds like a start of a fight.
Yeah, and it's something you say a lot.
I don't know if I say, what have you been doing all day? I'll be like, what did you do today?
Yeah.
It's totally like a boss checking in on her employee.
It really is. It's almost like, I feel like you've been slacking off all day. Did you do anything productive? Like, I've been working all day.
I'm sorry if I implied that. It is what I mean, but.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, number 3. Are you okay? What happened when the person can clearly see you aren't okay?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Pretty annoying.
Yeah, you see what's... Now, the what happened, I can understand. Like...
yeah, are you okay?
Yeah. Because if you're not okay, I think it's
reasonable to ask.
Loving thing to ask what happened.
What happened, yeah.
But, all right, top 2. Most annoying question you can ask in marriage. What? What?
Yeah.
What?
That
You
is
can ask
annoying.
that a lot different ways.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying.
It reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay.
What? You don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know who that is.
Yeah.
He's bald,
He is bald, yeah.
thick.
What do you mean thick?
He's like
He's
built.
muscular.
He's big and thick. He's a big, thick man.
Like, muscular and thick are not the same thing.
Oh. His neck is thick.
Because it's muscular.
Oh, okay.
Wait, because he got his neck broke.
Ew.
So he had to build the muscles up.
Oh, gosh. Ugh. Okay. Top 10 most annoying questions in marriage. Number 1.
You can probably all guess it.
What's for dinner?
Yeah. And it doesn't matter which side that comes from.
It's so annoying.
It is so annoying.
Because we are always having to figure out what to eat. All right, babe.
Yeah.
What's our next top 10 list?
All right. And we it's top 10 least romantic honeymoon spots. Top 10 least romantic honeymoon spots is a question that goes out. And we do have a top 10, but we also have some, like...
Extras.
What do they call them? Like, notable whatever. It's like you don't actually make the list, but
Yeah,
I forget what that's called. My mind is blank.
These extra 3 get achievement awards.
So One of the extras was Dubuque, Iowa.
I put that one down.
Yeah.
Because that's where we honeymooned.
I agree.
We honeymooned at the Days Inn in Dubuque, Iowa.
Yeah.
It was hot.
It was, but it's not something you think of as a romantic hotspot.
No.
So,
it was funny.
It was a romantic hotspot, but
not because it was Dubuque.
Nope. What about this one? This one sounds better than Dubuque, Iowa, though. Mm-hmm. Fall River, Massachusetts.
I gotta know what the story is behind that. Why is that not romantic? I wonder what happened in Fall River.
I don't know. What is it? Do you know?
Yeah, I do. Lizzie Borden killed her family.
No.
Yes. Lizzie Borden.
Is that real?
Took an axe, gave her father 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, gave her mother 41. See if that's right.
Okay, I gotta look this up now, because...
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was Fall River, Massachusetts.
It looks like a cute little town.
It's a super cute town. It kind of looks romantic.
I don't see anything.
You have to ask, where did Lizzie Borden kill her family? All right.
Yeah. For the Lizzie Borden case.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, that's not very romantic.
No. Okay.
Ooh.
Number 11.
Put that on my list of places to visit.
Yeah. Number 11. This is kind of funny. Number 11, New Jersey. Not sure why.
Yeah, that was the answer.
That was the answer. New Jersey. Not sure why.
That is really funny. All right, so let's get to the actual top 10. Although with the Lizzie Borden thing, that probably should have been the top 10. Top 10. Cawker City, Kansas. We want to welcome all of our listeners from Cawker City, Kansas. I just want to say we did not put this on the list. Someone else did. So don't tune us out. Yeah. But here's what they said. Cawker City, Kansas, because who doesn't find a ball of twine romantic? And finally, yeah.
Oh, maybe this is a separate place.
Where you can go outside without risking frostbite.
Must be freezing cold in Yakutsk.
I don't know where that is. No idea.
Okay.
But ball of twine, some people would find that romantic, right? Everything, as long as there's consent, okay. That could be romantic, but that's probably not a honeymoon activity.
All right. Least romantic honeymoon spots, mom and dad's basement.
No. Did somebody really have their honeymoon in their mom and dad's basement?
I don't know.
All right, I got to know this story. That's crazy. That'd be the last place I'd want to go. That is crazy. All right, number 8. Grandparents' basement. There's a lot of basement activities happening here. At least your grandparents may not be able to hear you.
Take the
so
hearing
at least
aids.
there's that. Your mom and dad are definitely hearing what's going on down in the basement. Your grandparents probably aren't. So,
okay. Least romantic places to honeymoon with your spouse. Number 7 is with your spouse.
What?
I think it was sarcasm.
Oh my gosh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Number 6, at the maternity ward.
That was good.
Oh, that is really good.
That was super good.
Yeah, that's next level. Definitely don't want to have it there.
Number 5, the inn at Wakulla Springs State Park in Crawfordville, Florida. That is so very specific.
That is super specific.
I'm pretty sure somebody honeymooned there.
Yeah.
And was highly disappointed it was not romantic.
If their relationship is like most relationships, I'm sure it was her that was disappointed.
Yeah, probably. I'm just picturing Central Florida. You know what I mean? I don't know where this place is, but
yeah,
it's got to be some country redneck Central Florida location.
Top 10 least romantic places to honeymoon. Number 4, funeral home.
Sexy.
Not for most people.
Okay. Number 3 is kind of a little bit more of a story, but I got to read it to you. Had plans for a road trip to visit different porta potties across the lower 48.
What?
From those rumored to have been used by different famous people down to those that looked like they were from the future. To my surprise, she shot this idea down. We ended up in Alaska instead.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like a porta potty road trip because our marriage is crap.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Very good. But bump.
Thank you.
That's extremely creative. I'm hoping that isn't legit and that we're just trying to make something up, but
It's definitely funny.
top 10 least romantic places to honeymoon. Number 2, Viking Motel in Myrtle Beach. That just doesn't even sound pleasant. That, like, Days Inn sounds better than Viking Motel.
I think someone's been to the Viking Motel in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah. Motel. Like, that's like
Yeah.
typically a very cheap rundown sort of
That's
place.
what you think of when you think of a motel, but
Yeah.
you know, I'm sure
Like
there's
some
lots of exceptions. But
crime scene off of
yes.
Breaking Bad or something.
Ugh. Okay. All right. And the number 1 least romantic place to honeymoon is your in-laws' guest room.
Oh, no.
That's worse than the basement.
That's totally worse than the basement because that's like same level. Literally,
Next door.
Could this be a wall between you and their room? Oh my gosh, no.
Romance is dead.
Yeah, I think the only thing that could be worse than in-laws' guest room is if it's your own parents' guest room. Because at least they're not your parents, right?
It's horrible no matter what. It's just awful.
Yeah, that's a bad experience.
Okay, our next top 10 list for you today is top 10 most surprising things about marriage once the honeymoon is over. That honeymoon won't last forever.
It
The
does
romance in Dubuque, Iowa has got to end sometime.
Yeah.
And then you're back to reality.
Oh, I just thought of it because we have another one. It's an honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Good
Yeah.
job. Good job. Yeah, I couldn't think of it either. Good job.
So we do have one honorable mention to this category. And the honorable mention, which came in at number 11, was they stink really bad.
That is very surprising.
You definitely find out that they don't always smell like the fragrant flower. I mean, you do,
Thank you. I do.
but most people don't.
Yeah. I'm the unicorn. I don't smell bad ever. So.
No, but typically out of the two of us, if one of us is going to have body odor, who would that be?
Definitely you.
Really? Really?
All right, listen. I work hard. I wear deodorant.
I love how
shower.
she's saying I don't work hard.
Well, you typing at your computer. I'm just.
Okay.
When was the last time you got sweaty typing at your computer?
Actually, quite
you
often.
Never have.
Quite often.
Actually, and you paint with me now too, so that's some physical labor you got going on there.
Next list is going to be top 10 things that cause divorce and marriage, and one of them is doing a podcast episode with top 10 things.
Where you tell who knows how many listeners that your wife has body odor.
All tens of them are going to hear about this.
Nice.
All right, top 10. Here we go.
All right.
Most surprising things about marriage once the honeymoon is over. Number 10, that it's not acceptable to sit around and watch football all day.
What a surprise.
Now, and I told this person that they don't need that kind of negativity in their life.
Did you suggest that they leave their spouse over it? That kind of sounds like what you were trying to say.
Hey, if it's justified, it's justified.
Stop it.
Football season actually is back.
Yeah.
It's back. First
Whatever.
game's already been played.
Didn't know that. It seems early. Okay. Number 9's most surprising thing about marriage after the honeymoon. All of the bills.
All the bills, because you got the
So
bill
sad.
for the makeup and the hair bill for the hair product, for the clothes, the shoes, and the food sheets.
Wait, I think it means all of the bills that you have in marriage. Like your mortgage.
Yeah, like her makeup, her hair stuff, all her clothes, her shoes.
Oh my
all the
goodness.
food she eats. Women are expensive.
That's true though.
All right. Number 8, how little time we got to spend together because we were on different shifts.
That's a sad surprise.
Yeah, that's rough, especially when you first get married. You want to spend all the time together you can, right? And so working opposite shifts, that can be difficult to work around.
Yeah, for sure. All right, number 7, most surprising things about marriage. This one maybe should have been number 2. Oh, he pees in the shower.
That should be
number 2.
No, actually, that should have been number 1.
Should have been number 1. Missed
He
opportunities.
pees in the shower? Are you
pees in
serious?
the shower. Yeah, he's an animal.
Dude, that is animal. Like, no. I don't even care if you're single, don't pee in the shower. That's gross.
From having this conversation, it sounds like a lot of people do it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh, we need to do a poll.
Here's the thing that really disgusts me about that is I used to clean houses and I would clean people's showers all the time and I never thought about that.
Never thought about the urine or...
And I still clean the Airbnb.
Yeah.
I still clean a beach Airbnb now.
Yeah, and so people could be peeing in the shower, they could be pooping and then just stomp it down the drain.
Stop it. Stop right now. Ew. Okay.
That would be number 2.
Yes.
By the way. I cannot believe it. He pees in the shower. Can you imagine that conversation? She's just kind of like walking around the corner and then like sees him.
My voice would get super high.
And then he asked one of the most annoying questions. What?
Yes.
All right. Most surprising things about marriage once the honeymoon was over. Positive pregnancy test at number 6.
Surprise, you're pregnant.
And if you got a positive pregnancy test after the honeymoon, it probably wasn't because of the honeymoon. So
Are you calling someone out?
I'm just saying a positive pregnancy test doesn't happen in like a matter of a couple days.
Well, but
How long's your honeymoon?
This could be months after the honeymoon
Okay.
is over. There's no
Okay.
time frame on this. This
Well,
could be
I'm saying-
a legitimate child.
Well, I'm just saying, like, in our culture today, there's very few people who do wait till they get married and wait for the honeymoon.
That's true.
I'm not trying to like just suggest that everybody who listens to our podcast like waited till their honeymoon.
No, right. All right. So number 5.
Number 5.
Surprising thing. No matter where you put the laundry basket, boys don't use it.
Yeah.
That is a surprising thing about marriage.
Well, and I used to just kind of throw it in the general vicinity.
Yeah. Well, when we first got married, our hamper had a lid on it, which I liked because it kind of kept everything contained and it looked nicer. And Thomas said, if you want me to put my laundry in there, there can't be a lid, or else I absolutely will not put my laundry in there because I plan to throw my laundry. I will not walk to that thing. I'm going to shoot hoops. I'm gonna throw my laundry. Do you remember having this conversation?
I do remember because it's so much more work to have to walk all the way across the room. It's on the
lid?
It's on the farthest side of the room, and then you got to walk over to there and lift the lid.
You are so lazy.
Yeah. So,
but guess what? We have no lid.
Exactly.
Because I wanted to put stuff out.
Efficiently.
Yeah.
Smarter, not harder.
Okay, and I didn't realize when I...
But if you made a game of it,
yeah,
the boys would use it. Like if you literally made some sort of basketball thing that went right above the hamper,
and
they would.
Made the sound.
Not even that. Just have something that looks like a basketball rim above your hamper. Your husband, your boys, whoever will use it every single time.
Okay,
Guaranteed.
I love the idea, but here's what I foresee happening. I think that when mom goes to do laundry, she's going to have toy cars in there, basketballs, tennis balls.
She's going to anyway.
Oh, that's true. Okay, good point.
So
I like it. So I didn't realize that when we started this top 10 list thing that it was basically just going to be one giant episode of you and me arguing. It's a little bit what it's turned out to be. All right. Number 4, top 10 most surprising things about marriage.
Number 4 is parenthood.
Surprise.
Big surprise. Yeah.
Number 3, she eats more than I do.
That is true. She does eat more than I do. That was actually a surprise because before we got married, if you ate at all, it was like very little in front of me.
Yeah, because I didn't want him to think I was fat.
Well, you'd go home and pig out, right?
Depends on
How long we'd been together?
Yeah, and it kind of depends on where I was at because sometimes I just didn't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I had a little bit of an issue with anorexia. So anyway, that was a way to bring everything down.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Top 10 most surprising things about marriage once the honeymoon was over. She actually doesn't like to be teased.
I put that one.
Did you know you didn't?
No, I did not.
You did not.
I did not put that down. That's a surprise though. Okay. The top 10 most surprising thing about marriage after the honeymoon. That the wife comes home with you.
That's brutal.
I thought that was really funny.
That is funny.
Was very good. What's our next top 10 list, babe?
All right, top 10 worst things a husband can say to his wife.
And how many are on this list?
There's 22 on the list.
All right, listen, men, listen up. All right? You need to make a list so that you know what not to say, all right?
So we've got some honorable mentions. We won't use a number until we get to the actual top 10.
All right.
So we'll kind of go through these real quick. It didn't taste that bad.
I think you've said that to me before.
Yeah, I probably have.
Because it was something where I was like, no, I think you're going to like this. Let me try it. No, I don't like that. No, you're going to like it. And then you said, well, it didn't taste that bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's not a good thing to say.
Or if like the bottom of the pot gets scorched and I thought the whole thing would taste like really burnt. Mm-hmm. Oh, it didn't taste that bad.
Yeah. Thanks.
Or
right.
a peach cobbler from Sunday.
That did taste bad though.
It wasn't
great.
It was not your best work. So here's what happened. She
please tell this story.
Well, I don't want to just act like don't want to pretend like you were baking and I'm just dogging you baking. There's an actual reason behind why it didn't turn out. So I do want our listeners to know that.
Okay, go ahead.
So we were at church Sunday and we're going to have some company come over afterward. And Lysandra put in a peach cobbler into our oven, did delay time start, and then we ended up talking after church for a long amount of time.
Yeah.
So it was in like 40 or 45 minutes longer than what it was supposed to.
For you bakers listening, you understand that's a pretty big problem.
Yeah. So
I scraped off some burnt stuff and served it anyway and was like, let's say an extra prayer over the peach cobbler.
Yeah.
And God chose not to answer the prayer with a yes.
Yes. So there's a reason behind that. Yeah. I'm not just like dogging on your peach cobbler.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not supposed
no
to.
Numbers.
No numbers, sorry. Okay.
They're not top 10.
Sorry. I just got off work. I want to sit down and relax. Saying that to your wife. And she says, like, duh, me too. Instead, I clock out of my job and wife and parent it up.
Yeah, but
This lady seems sassy.
She is sassy.
Yeah.
What about this one? My mom made it better. That will start a fight. That is definitely a worse thing you could say.
Pretty bad. Looks up from phone. Huh? That's harsh.
You're just like your mother. I'm getting a lot of the mom ones, huh?
Wow. Yeah, I guess so.
You're just like your mother.
How about this one?
What I think is funny, though, is like she took that as an insult.
Oh, yeah. That is. I think that in that context, it's supposed to be an insult.
Yeah.
If you said I was just like my mother, I would say thank you.
Yeah.
All right. You're being crazy. Do not say that to women. Okay, guys?
What if she is being crazy, though? What are we supposed to say then?
You just don't say anything.
Oh, okay.
Of course she's being crazy. We all are. You don't have to point it out. Most likely, we already know it.
Yeah.
In the back of our minds, we're like, I'm being crazy, but I can't stop.
You have an attitude when I don't actually have one, causing me to get one.
That reminds me of Jafar.
Yeah.
Perhaps you'd like to see how snake-like I can be. She's like, oh yeah, you think that's an attitude? Just wait, I'll show you. All right. Worst thing you can say to your wife, what's for dinner after you worked 9.5 hours?
Ooh,
I'll tell you what, this happened because it's 9.5 hours.
She knows exactly how long she worked.
Yeah, that's not like 9 hours. That's 9.5 hours. This happened.
Stop crying. There's no reason to cry.
Don't ever say that to me. Okay. Sorry. I keep wanting to say the number. It's going to be a late day.
Okay.
That's not a good thing to say to your wife. She doesn't want to hear that.
No.
But sometimes it's necessary.
You parked over the line again.
All right, now I'm calling you out. Who in our marriage has to say this more often?
You definitely say it. I've cared a lot less.
About parking since you got old?
Yeah.
I knew the end of that sentence.
I'm like, it's close enough.
I'm like, we're going to get hit by another car who's trying to park next to us. Okay.
All right. Here's the top 10 worst things you could say to your wife.
This is so funny. Come look at this. I can't see it in the mirror.
Number 10. Oh my
It
gosh.
must be like under his butt.
His
or something.
undercarriage or something. Yeah. What are you looking at? No wife wants to hear that, and they definitely don't want to come look. All right, number 9, worst thing. I'm surprised this is number 9. Number 9, worst thing you could say to your wife. Have you gained weight? There's no coming back from that.
No.
Oh my gosh, no.
Yeah. No coming back, Brett. Number 8. That's woman's work. Say it. Just say it.
And that, my friend, could also be on the top 10 ways to show you're a Baptist man.
Nice. There's probably a lot of crossover in this.
Yeah. All right. Number 7. Worst things you could say. I'm playing video games tonight. This sounds like Drew.
It was.
I knew it.
It was true.
That's
you
funny.
nailed it, baby. Okay.
Sorry, Chloe.
Worst things to say to your wife. Anything before 10 a.m.
Don't talk to me before 10. I need to put that on the husband list. All right, here's top 10 worst things to say to your wife. Dishes done? With a question mark. Like,
Did you do your chores?
exactly. Like, why are you talking on the phone? Are your chores done? Number 4.
Top 10 worst things to say to your wife. Number 4, calling her by an ex's name.
Oh my gosh. That is definitely not going to end well. The only thing that could be worse than that is calling her mommy.
Ew. Gross. That should be on the list.
Top 10 worst things you could say to your wife. Number 3, what's that smell? Interpret accordingly is what she said. Like, you don't know if he's talking about her or what she's cooking or anything.
Yeah.
Just not a good thing to say.
Mm-hmm. Number 2, hey, look, you got a new gray hair. Wait, you have lots of them. This sounds like a quote.
Yeah, definitely. All right, number 1, worst thing you could say to your wife. That's not how my mom does it.
Then go back and live with her.
Yeah, women definitely do not like that. All right, we got one more top 10 list for you.
Then we have to wrap this
Finish
bad
off
boy
this
up.
episode. I've enjoyed this. This has been a lot of fun.
You know why it's fun? Because our listeners are the ones who came up with this stuff. They're so funny.
Yeah.
I love this.
All right,
They're
so
great.
these are the worst things a wife can say to her husband. We got a couple honorable mentions here.
Okay. Promise you won't get mad.
Do you hate hearing that? I know I do.
I don't. Yeah, I don't like hearing that. You
Yeah.
have said that to me. I was trying to think, but yeah, you have said that to me.
This should be number 1. I don't know why it's only honorable mention. I have a headache. It should be number 1.
Yeah, I have.
That should be number 1.
Actually, I have a headache was posted over and over.
Yeah.
And I had already written it down before I put it out there to our community.
Yeah, because you say
That's
it constantly.
Well, I constantly have a headache.
Yeah, it's literally her thing. Like, she says she has a headache constantly. I'm like, you can't have a headache every night for 2 months. Seriously.
It's not about that. It's like I actually have a headache.
Okay.
I can still do things with a headache. It's not like I can't do things.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you can't. You won't.
This got super weird. Everybody now thinks that it's been 2 months. It's not true.
Feels like it.
Oh my goodness. All right. Whose turn is it?
It's yours. Top 10 worst things a wife can say to her husband. Number 10.
I told you not to eat that whole bag of M&Ms. This happened.
That definitely happened. Number 9. I'm leaving. And I guess it depends on who you are. If you're the person who's like, hey, I can't believe my wife came home with me from my honeymoon.
Yeah, when he says he's leaving, it's like, bye.
No, she's the one saying she's leaving.
Oh, wife can say to her husband, whoopsie.
So it's like,
Maybe that's what you want to hear.
some guys, they might want to hear that. Number 8.
Not right now. I have to say that to you all the time.
Yes, you do.
Like, what are you doing? We're right here. What are you doing? They're over there.
This is a church. I'm like, yeah, we're married, so. Number 7. Top 10 things, worst things a wife can say to her husband. The kids will hear. Do you sense a theme here?
Yes. That was just the other night here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kids are going to hear us.
Stop. All right. Number 6. Let's just cuddle.
No thanks. Number 5, worst thing a wife could say to her husband. What are you thinking? That could be involving a number of things.
Yes, it could. All right. Number 4, worst thing a wife can say to her husband. Do you know what you're doing?
That is rude too. We don't know what we're doing, but
We don't want to have to say it.
Rude to point it out. Number 3. Oh man, you've said this to me a lot. Worst thing you can say to your husband. I was just trying to help.
I know. I feel like these people have like a magnifying glass into our lives.
Yeah.
How did they know that we say that?
Yeah.
All right. Number 2, worst things you can say to your husband. Can I have the TV remote?
Oh geez.
The answer is always
No.
jerk.
That's why we have shows that you watch your shows by yourself and don't make me watch it. I watch my shows by myself. I don't make you watch it. And then we just have the things we watch together.
And that's like a verbal contract. It is binding for all of time and eternity. You do not watch our show without me.
So it's not...
I think every marriage has that. Did you know
Yeah.
that? Like every marriage has that.
I mean, they should.
Like, yeah. We have shows that we watch together. You don't watch an episode without me.
But it's not like I typically operate the remote just because it's technology. You have a hard time with it.
I don't really want to operate it.
But even if we're going to watch something together, we typically will. What do you feel like watching?
Yeah.
Like,
Do you
you
feel
want to
like
watch
serious,
a lighthearted or whatever?
lighthearted? Yeah.
So we basically have like a serious show we'll watch and a lighthearted one. So which one do we want to go back to or whatever?
Yep.
But
And you get the very last one.
the very last one. Top 10 worst things a wife can say to her husband. Number 1. That's it?
I think this is supposed to be
It's
risque.
it's definitely about sex, yeah. Like that's it.
That's it?
That's all you got? We're done? Like
it?
what? That quick? That's it? Or maybe that's it. Maybe it's a size issue.
That's what I thought.
That's it.
When I read that, I thought that's
Wow.
what they were saying.
Yeah, that's horrible. However whatever it's about, that is
Not what you want to hear.
really rude. You do not want to hear that.
No, this has been fun. We want to thank every single one of you who participated and helped us come up with these top 10 lists. You guys are amazing and so funny. We love all of you. Thank you for being our people.
So, family meeting idea tonight. We want you to continue the fun conversation with your spouse and just take these categories that we've given today and come up with your own top 10 lists. So, it will be, let's see here, top 10 most annoying questions in marriage. So, come up with your own top 10 list for that. Top 10 least romantic honeymoon spots. And you may or may not include Cawker City, Kansas because of romantic balls of twine. Top 10 most surprising things about marriage once the honeymoon was over. It's a good conversation to have. What surprised you about when you came home together? Top 10 worst things a husband can say to his wife, and top 10 worst things a wife can say to her husband. So come up with your own there. And if you want to share some of the things, either by watching YouTube and you want to put them in the comments there, or jump in to the Facebook community group and share some of your answers there.
Thank you for joining us today. Please go and subscribe to the Family Meeting Podcast from your favorite podcast provider. And if you found this information helpful, please share this episode on social media and invite your friends and family to listen in with you.
To find more content and information Lysandra and I provide, you can go to our website, familymeeting.org. Or email us at info@familymeeting.org. If you'd like to shoot us a text or call us, you can send a voice message at 904-257-3062.
I'm going to start taking lines away from you.
Okay. Mission accomplished.
Okay, and then we want to invite you to join us for our next family meeting. We're going to get serious again, guys.
Oh, man.
Because we have to learn and grow. That's part of what we're trying to do here now.
I've learned a lot today, actually.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to pee in the shower.
Okay, stop bringing it back to that. Okay. We want to invite you to join us for our next family meeting because we are going to talk about asking your children questions to help be the voice of reason rather than telling them how to think and what to do all the time. We want to give them the tools they need to be able to think critically and logically think through a situation to make choices.
Thanks for joining us today for this family meeting. Have a great week, everybody. This meeting is adjourned.
Nice.
That was fun.
That was fun. I had no idea how much fun that would be.
I hope you enjoyed that episode as well. We'd love to see your comments right down there. Put your top 10s down in there.
Yep. Can't wait to read them.
Or we'll start our own informal poll. Yes or no, is peeing in the shower okay? So just kind of curious what your thoughts are, whether that's a 1 or a 2. So
Ew.
until next time.
Thank you guys. Bye.